Oh, there we go. All right. I just fired up Rhino. I have a design Charrette from 2 days ago. Oh, here it is. There. So it needs a lot more development. By the way, I noticed I just put this up on my website and I noticed I had a typo. I wrote 50 feet from here to here. It should be 60. I did 50? Oh my God. It's 60. Well, that's good. That's good because it has room to grow. That's really good. It's a big mistake though. Okay, so I also got to fire up Photoshop now. Fire up Photoshop. Adobe Photoshop. Yeah, a lot of new stuff in the works lately. Okay, we're sharing Photoshop. It's now I gotta find the file. Wow, man, that's what happens when you rush. D drive. Okay, projects here. See large icons. There, should be in this folder. And there it is. See my agenda like Enter the Ninja and the Pretender. Hit you with the 31st by the end of December. The coldest winter. My sister soldiers don't go against us. Trust any member will snap on rappers that don't avenge us. I burn contenders. They garbage, baby. You heard of Brenda? My note to self is return to sender. If words offend ya, I'm guessing you tender. Y'all just guessing on Tinder. One swipe left them dismembered. They ain't effing remembered. F them they dinner. This here is food for your thought. If this a food course, some of y'all eating soup with the fork. See ya. Married to money, but going through a divorce. Pay the cost. Oh, that Rico, that go for you and your boss. It's Woo and RJ Payne. These bars are tame. I suit up the 6-shooter. LeBron got game. Who us? The next who up. We all spit flames with the cannon. You think that wild and that's my new nickname. I bring the pain. Man, Method Man and RJ Payne went ham together. That was the Method Man verse. Method Man. Okay, so this one here. Man, this typo led to the whole 3D model being made incorrectly. Okay, is this going to be the same font or different font? Let's see. Okay, 60. Is it the same font? No, it's a different font. What font was that I used last time? Here the samples come in handy because you can see how the text is actually going to look, but it only says the word sample. You know, are these the recents? Oh, maybe it's this one. What is that? Yeah, that might be it. Black Adder ITC. Yeah, that is it. Nice. Okay, we got that here. Get to mask this over. How did that happen? How did that happen? 60 feet wide. 60 feet wide, 135 feet deep, yes. JPEG here, that's 01A updated. So now what I have to do is go to my website. Just updated this yesterday. Put these new projects on there. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. That's this one. Yeah, this image is wrong. Okay, so we need to edit that by going here. Upload. Find that file. It's there. It's loading. Loading. So after Method Man spit that verse, RJ Payne goes, I definitely do. Effing with me who? I refurbished the old shotty. Now it's technically new. Methods with me too. Fully loaded. Deck with 52. I recollect the days when protect your neck would get me through. Metamorphosis. Too big a business and better offices. Time will tell. Two kinds of shells. A set of tortoises. Could get spaghetti. I put a bullet in every orifice. Horror flick. Open your face up like it's a quarter brick. Water whip. No, this is the type of shit that they cross the border with. More than lit. I'm cultured. I'm on some Tommy Lasorda shit. Caught a lick. I'm built like a cinder block when they pour the mix. Sorta sick. This type of talent made Michael Jordan rich. Still a factor. I kill a rapper. My illest chapter. Crisscross. Don't make me rock my chinchilla backwards. Lex Luthor. I'm better than every villain after. Feel the rapture. I say a prayer for I kill a pastor. Spain. Oh, and then Inspector Deck had a verse. Inspector Deck, man. He's known for having the illest verse on the. Oh, here's the new one. On a classic Wu track. Okay, now that's updated 60 feet wide. Well, the good news is now this project has some room to grow. Grow outward. Okay. Now we can go back to Rhino and fix this finally. Can't believe I didn't even catch that. Okay, so distance. Let's go to top here. Ding, 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 ding. 50 feet. Ah! How did that happen? Well, let's start by fixing one of these. All these properties are 60 feet wide. 60 feet. Okay, and then from here, let's get that mesh. Okay. Let's hide the subdivision lines, properties. There. And then what layer is this in? You know, in Rhino, you could click on something and type what? And here you see what layer it's in. Let's see, layer name ground. Okay, ground. Where's ground? Change object layer. Why does it look different? So if you have perspective, let's see this rendered. No, that's right. Shaded. You know, I'm just gonna save as. I know the first one is wrong. I think it's good to have the file just in case. How did I make this mistake? Did you hear that dude who went vegan? Yeah, it was a mistake. Shoddy on the lap, riding passenger, Battlestar Galactica. I got your back pain like sciatica. You know, these should all just go away. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 to the right, 4 to the left. Back into the left. Back into the left. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. So I made one little typo where I wrote 50 instead of 60. And I looked at that image when I was making this rhino model. I knew it was 60 feet wide. How did I do that? And when I caught it in that image, I was like, oh, I wrote 50 here. But for sure, I got the rhino model right because I knew it was 60. Why would I just look at that image and just go off the image? We all make mistakes. You know, I think I'm going to do this one No. Oh, so last time I was working on this, I didn't have my headphones in because I thought it would be better to, 3D model without that. And I wasn't watching the chat really. Well, I got one of the comments and I pinned it. I mean, one of the chat, not the texts. And then later, just as I hit end stream, I saw 2 more comments that I had missed. Someone said, what's the plan for the corners, which is a good question. Plan for the corners. Someone else said, where is the site for this thing? It's in Los Angeles. Okay, so let's get these 4. Copy here to here, down. Let's see this rendered. And now let's make this streak longer. So what was expected decks first? Oh yeah, that was Shoddy on the lab, riding passenger, Battlestar Galactica. I got your back pain like sciatica. Blastmaster INS, blood diamond from Africa. How'd I take it there? McFly, the flux capacitor. Gladiator fell in my path. Felt the wrath when I dealt the blast. Now they shit in 12.5. Melons get smashed. Considered witchcraft from the spell that I cast. Welcome to hell. Let me help with your bags. Went from tapping ratchet chicks to bagging actresses. Savage since the back of 1-6. Ooh, flipping on pissy mattresses. The blacksmith rocking Kim suits, cause this is hazardous. The way we snatching bodies, they calling us human traffic is 730 wordplay, verbal display, shatter vertebrae. On my worst day, that's the survey. Murderverse crazy like Sam on Nervous Thursday. Just another work day. They Cirque du Soleil. Clowns, 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 clowns. Well, the good news is this could get more symmetrical now. So when you go classical, you don't go with the horizontal slider for bedroom windows like you usually do. You go for the double hung window. Is my audio coming through? Audio. Oh, let's see this in a different mode. Oh, my audio is coming through. Okay. Shaded. Now, okay, what was the setback I left here? Distance. 6 feet. Should be right. And then here, let's see what the zoning ordinance was again. Save. It's always good to have the habit of just hitting Control S as you're working. Control S, Control S. Now, let's see. Side yard for a main building, not more than 2 stories in height. There shall be a side yard, not less than 5 feet, unless the lot's less than 50 feet wide. The side yard may be reduced to 10% of the width of the lot, but in no event less than 3 feet. For a building more than 2 stories, 1 foot shall be added to the width of such side yard for each additional story above the second story, but in no event more than 16 feet. Okay, so we're starting off with a base setback, a base side setback of 5 feet for a 2-story building. We're going 3 stories, so then we're going 6 feet, and then we're adding a 4th story, so we're going 7 feet. All right, so we need 7-foot setbacks. This is perfect. This is actually perfect. We're going to delete this. We're going to make our new setbacks here. We're going to put at least 7 feet from here. Let's just extend this to emphasize it, to really not miss that. And now we're going 7 feet from here. Now, by the way, the first part where I modeled this whole thing is on YouTube. I was live streamed 2 days ago. You go to my live streams, you go to the previous one before this, and I made this from scratch. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so now this needs to move. Oh my God. I don't want to group everything just to ungroup it. Okay, so let's just get extra stuff and then start deselecting. It's not going to move. Shawty on the left, right, and passenger. Oh, we got the interstar parking here. Battlestar Galactica, I got your back pain like sciatica. Because he's talking to RJ Payne and he's got his back. Then, if you got back pain, you're gonna have sciatica. I think. Хорошо. По-русски говори. Да, как дела? Хорошо, нормально. Как школа, как работа? Нормально? Did you move? Yeah, it moved. Now this surface is to be rebuilt. Loft. Let's go from is that gonna work? This edge to this edge. Yeah, that worked. Let's turn off the lines. Just stretch this one. Hopefully the geometry doesn't get too messy. Sometimes when you stretch, things get weird. Okay, so this is the new setback. We got room to grow, and this room to grow, yeah, 7 feet, is going to make this elevation much better because it was a bit crammed. And I was already, I put this on my website and I wrote 9 units instead of 10 because looking at this, I was like, how did I plan for a 10-unit building here? Where's that massing model? Well, let me pick up the model. I'm going to bring, multiple models right now. I got 10 units here. I was like, wait, how is it? And when I was looking at 3D model, I was like, how's that going to be 10 units? I got to get rid of one in the front because I can't fit 2 units there. Little did I know, I made the property 50 feet wide in Rhino instead of 60 feet wide. And we've got an accessory dwelling unit that's been permitted in Los Angeles, California. Ah! And here we've got a single-family residence permitted in South Bay, California. All right, so it's small. Maybe I should have just written down on the cardboard base the dimensions. Yeah, I'll do that right now. Pick up the pencil. We always think about the desktop computer, the laptop computer, the software, the Rhino, the Revit, the AutoCAD, the Adobe Suite, the Photoshop, the Illustrator, the InDesign. But our greatest tool is right here. But for some reason, this was always considered to be number 2. Can you see that too? This is always considered to be number 2 to the software because there's a 2 on here. But really, this one came first. This tool is first. That one is second. So this is what's the length? I know it's 60 and 135, but I'm like triple, quadruple checking because at this point, I don't trust myself. 60. Then 135 feet. Okay, now. This whole form is going to change. Okay, is this facade at the right place? This one here. Yeah. This one needs to move. Some people say a man is made out of mud. A poor man's made out of muscle and blood. Muscle and blood and skin and bone. A mind that's weak and a back that's strong. You load up 16 tons, and what do you get? Another day older, deeper and dead. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. Ding bong bong, ding dong bong bong. Well, I was born one morning when the sun didn't shine. I picked up my shovel and walked to the mine. I loaded 16 tons of number 9 coal, and the store boss said, well, bless my soul, you load up 16 tons, and what do you get? Another day older, deeper and dead. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. Ding bong dong, ding dong bong bong. I was born one morning, it was drizzling rain. Fighting in a trouble of my middle name. I was raised in a cage by a young mama lion. Can't no high strong woman make me walk the line. You load up 16 tons, and what do you get? Another day older, deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. Ding dong, bing, ding dong, dong, dong. Now we have room for the main entry to move over and a whole freaking unit to fit right here. When you see me coming, better step aside. A lot of men didn't, a lot of them died. I got one fist of iron, the other of steel. If the right one don't get you, then the left one will. You load up 16 tons, and what do you get? Another day older, deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. Bing dong, bing bong, 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 bong. Yeah, looks like the geometry didn't get too messy. Sometimes when you stretch things, you see they get divided further into more segments, but the front elevation of these meshes seems to be just divided into 4 pieces still, which is the way it should be, so it's fine. Now, yeah, this is gonna be much better. Alright, let's get the surface in here because it looks weird right now. Boom, 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 boom. Bop. Change object layer. Boop. Oh, good. That's very good. Here's the line show up here. Okay, properties. Show surface of. I forgot I had coffee. In New York, they don't call this coffee, coffee. Can I get a coffee, please? What are you, a California boy? Go back to California where you guys don't have sidewalks. It's coffee. Okay, sure. Let me have a coffee, and I'll get a bottle of water also. What did you call it? It's water. Water. Learn how to talk. It's water. You pronounce all your R's? Water. And you pronounce your T's like that too? What's the name of the borough we're at? This borough, it's one of the 5 boroughs. I know it's the most popular one. We're in Manhattan. What'd you call it? Say it again. Manhattan? Look at this California boy. It's Manhattan. Manhattan. Go back to California where you guys don't have sidewalks. Stretch this, stretch. Okay, please make the surface properly. Oh, I did. Ding dong bong 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 bong. Okay, now I gotta stretch these. No. Well, that one too, to be accurate. Okay, so no, that was gonna go differently. It's in a different plane. I mean, the edges are aligned differently. One at a time. Endpoint, and now the new endpoint should be the end of this. If I ever want to 3D print this, the whole 3D model is going to have to be made again. Okay, now we can stretch this one. Stretch. Start of stretch axis. Okay, we click here, and then we click here, and then we click all the way over here. Oh, that's good. That's good. Boom. Boom. Bop. I want to get the orders on here. Move. Okay. So let's put a little fence over here. Shade it so we see where that goes. Let's make it, just like 4 feet 6 inches. Okay, and well, since we're in Rhino, this can be made right on the property line without any issues, without being a few inches over that way or a whole 8 inches over that way or something. It can be made right on the property line. And now let's give it the thickness. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to just extrude the surface 3 inches on either side. Wait, no, both sides. Both sides, yes. 3 inches. Okay. Let's give this the same treatment as the ground. Let's give it the gray. my goodness. Yeah, this is so much better than when the driveway was cut through here. It should be absorbed by the building fully. Let's get this retaining wall. Not retaining wall, it's fence. We do have some retaining walls on this project, but this is not one of them. We should have a nice rear yard here. This is going to be the underground parking garage. Oh, this needs to get wider too. Okay, let's extrude this one, or extrude surface. Well, maybe we just put this one. Well, these should go not all the way here. Okay. Analogize architectural. Analyzing your character. Now I'd advise to be skeptical. Doubt breaks in like G. I question your foundations like geotechnical. Woo! Land vacant might be a special one. Dalmatian, I see a speck on you. Because the Dalmatian has a dot, but it's like a spec, like a speculative project where the developer builds it and then it's sold, not built for a specific client. Analogize architectural, analyzing your character. Now with advice to be skeptical, doubt breaks in like G. I question your foundations like geotechnical. Land making might be a special one. Dalmatian, I see a speck on you. Outrageous, I make a spectacle. South facing, line it with ventricles. Because south gets a lot of sun, you know, I have ventricles to shade the block out the sun. Remember, assemblies had sentiments, now they just end them with parapets, never with pediments. Soil with sediments, men will just settle it. Bone to pick, mess with them, men will just settle it. This should be that way. Let's see, this should be that. And then this can get the same concrete as the street. Yeah, that's going to make the model read very nicely. Straight, 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 straight. There. Oh, nice, nice, nice. I don't think these are going to be able to come out past the front setback like that. But I do think it needs a column in the corner. I do think it needs a column in the corner. Does it? Yeah. Es muy difícil. It does look nice sticking out though, but I don't think the planning and zoning department is going to go for it. Especially with this being a main street like this, it's like, now you're going to have highway dedication. All right, you know what? Let's make the sidewalk in here. This one across the street. Так что фактически I know that the way to march forward is to say arigato and shalom. I'm bringing peace. Watch though, if what I say is not so, the brain forgot. Oh, the gaining altitude from an attitude of gratitude. Now I've got massive museum plans to draw and drafts to do. I'm not attacking you. When I ask if something's rational, I seek to think out loud with you. This practice I think is practical. Yes, I'm working on a new song, and that is some of it. I don't want to give the best bits away, but it's going to be pretty fire. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, let's see. This needs something. This needs something, you know? You know what I say? Do. Oh, this is not grouped. It's not grouped. Fuck. So I'm gonna leave 4 feet solid on each corner because, you know, I've been learning that that's a design decision in traditional architecture and classical architecture. They don't really wrap the corner with glazing, and it makes sense because the structural engineer can use those corners as shear walls, and you know the engineering doesn't have to be extremely complex and convoluted. Just give them those corners solid. And it does make the engineer's job easier, but it's not just to make their job easier, it's to let them do their job better also. The corner window is it's a trick in contemporary architecture, but I'm learning that it's not always the best move. In fact, it's somewhat problematic in a lot of ways. Okay, didn't get everything here. Something missing. Oh, a lot is missing. Dun 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 dun. Oh, there's a lot of it, I think. No, don't group it yet. Dun dun ding dun dun, partigiano. Oh, bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. Bum bum bum, dun 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 dun, bum 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 bum. You can tell I'm not that big on the melody, but I really like the lyrics. This needs to move from here to here. Why is so messy? Why you model so messy? What is going on? Okay, so the back elevation, last time I aligned it with the front elevation, but I don't think that needs to be the case because it's so far removed from it. It's, like 100 feet behind it. So it can have its own logic, and it should be centered probably. It should be symmetrical. Oh, you're gonna make it symmetrical? Oh, you like symmetry? Cool. That's cool. Bop, bop. So I'm gonna group this thing. This line's so weird. Let's group it back. Now what happened architecturally after World War II? Come with me. Hail Corbusier till the day. You know how Le Corbusier would rap? Y'all's home's killed to rain. I lift the floor to free space. I'm Le Corbusier. And yo, this my way of what? Fixing. Solving our problems by what? Lifting. Boxes on columns. Give that footprint back to the planet. Put grass on top. Elevations having glass so wide that the insides are brimming with natural light. Less structure and an unobstructed plan inside. Who's that? Yo, I'm Frank Lloyd Wright, and it's amusing listening to Corbu's wit. He knows the words, but not the music. Just hearing him, I'm about to lose it. I could have thought of Villa Savoie while I was snoozing. And I'm very glad to lay it down with Prairie Style C. Mr. Corbu mentions modular fairly loudly, but the thing about me is I did that in kindergarten. I don't need no B.Arch degree. Bring the warden. I school you all with every single drawing. Here's a testament. Here's my organic architecture text. Invest in it. With your 5 points, you're sadly guessing, kid. Wanna see some architecture? Come to Taliesin, kid. Now, how many of my buildings can you not touch? Keep a tally. Yes, and kid, you can leave out the ones in Cali. Do I compare? I don't believe in the education system either, and I don't know why you mess with me. FLW, man, I'll never trouble you. But since now you wanna spew, I draw, paint, and sculpt, mastered rhetoric too. I'm a veteran. Let me explain why I'm better than you. I paved the way for architects who address every issue, from public transportation up to high-rise cores that lift you. L'esprit nouveau, the true hope for my pupils. Vers une architecture, the new notes that the youth quotes. Master plan, solving traffic jams, y'all use. Villa, radius, lighting issues solved too. Your aesthetic moves are worthless. My architecture's got purpose. Look how much better off the earth is. I restored the pedestrian surface. Frank Lloyd Wright comes back. Sure you did. I'll serve you with forms you're going to worship. My work is progressing as the earth spins almost perfect. I studied Beethoven's music and nature, you're clueless. Louis Sullivan was my mentor, and he basically knew that I'd be the greatest to do it. Sometimes I hardly bother and build some masterpieces still. The Holly... Oh, it's floating. Oh, actually, maybe that's where that... Stairs, it's not really well. Oh, Sure you did. I'll serve you with forms you're gonna worship. My work is progressing as the earth spins almost perfect. I studied Beethoven's music and nature, you're clueless. Louis Sullivan was my mentor, and he basically knew that I'd be the greatest to do it. Sometimes I hardly bother and build some masterpieces still. The Hollyhock, the Falling Water, the Guggenheim, and NY, with natural progression of space through steps I envisioned. I held it down. You should witness and check it now. The Ennis House, concrete carefully mixed in every round. A play on the peristyle hall, bits from my textile block, working around the clock. The greatest of all time, title is mine. When I die, I'll take it with me, and maybe someday they'll build Broadacre City. Okay, I need the midpoint here. So, yeah, Le Corbusier's 5 points, they sound nice, but then when you really get into it, you see how problematic the green roof really is, because there's a lot of load that roof needs to support now, and you're putting a lot of moisture on the roof of the building. And when do people complain a lot about their buildings? When they start leaking. But what happens when you put a green roof on top of the building? It's more likely to start leaking. Oh, so that's problematic. Yeah. Let's get this point. Yeah. Well, let's group all these together. Group, move here. To. Yeah. Why does this column always go missing? Who would have thought I would have gone traditional? Well, I'll tell you what, a few years ago, not me. But over the last couple of years, it's kind of been, I kind of saw it coming. Something kept drawing me in this direction. And then when I started that podcast, I was hit with a lot of good arguments for the traditional form language, as opposed to the contemporary one. Snap. Oh, snap. Oh, you got ortho on in your Rhino file? You have snap on? Oh, you got it. Oh, snap. Are you 3D modeling in NURB software? Is that NURB software? In your RBS? You make splines and meshes and NURBs? Wait a minute, but this is not building information modeling. You should be using REP right now. Well, yeah, I do most of my projects now, but I just felt like going back to Rhino, okay? Now this piece needs to be centered again. Wait, does it? Okay, we have a doorway here. Why does the door look so weird? Yeah, it doesn't look right. Yeah, it could be pushed in. Really marked an entry. Huh. So Near Boris once upon a time said that there are two ways to make a classical front elevation. It's either the temple front or the triumphant arch. So maybe when you recess the entry and give it a walkway like this, it becomes the triumphant arch. Oh, this is an interesting one too. This one's got the temple front feel. Yeah, the front entry I have right now is not working. Even this, it's a very subtle move up here to really mark that entry, but it works. It adds something. It gives that entry door a different treatment from the windows that are punched out of the elevation. This is an interesting one too. Oh, we can go this. Yeah. Wow, the possibilities are really endless. Columns with capitals and then tablature and manufacture. Oh, the surroundings of the entry get a different treatment. It's like you have the door jamb, and then from the door jamb up until like a couple feet out, you have a different material treatment, like it's stone, and then it goes to stucco. Doric columns. I don't think the double door is gonna fit in that module. I think it's gonna be a single door. Yeah, it should be a single door. So this is not working. And this is not working. Why don't we try pushing it in? Well, what's the distance we have here? And what's this one? I'm gonna push it in about 5 feet. Let me mark this entry. Extrude that. Okay, now what's the clear opening here From here to here, we have 11 feet. Nice. Woo. Muy bien. Now let's get the center here. See, the nice thing about going traditional is you default to centering everything versus, well, not everything, because some things you want on the third, but in modernism, you're trying to make like a very distinctive silhouette because you're not going to have details. So you want the massing. So you spend a lot of time on the massing, but then on traditional and classical, you really spend a lot of time on the details because the massing is obvious. Like you don't go for something that's strange and unexpected with the massing, which in a lot of contemporary architecture, you kind of have to. Let's make this door 8 feet tall. 4 feet wide. Now when we trim out this door, we need nice clean lines here. Split according to this. Take this, put a different material. Now this rear one might be an exit door just for this last unit because this corridor is going to end somewhere around here. Somewhere around here. And then this is probably all going to be given to that last unit. Elevator core is probably going to be somewhere around here. So this mass might have to shift over to be aligned with this elevation here. All right, how should this be ornamented? You know, it would be interesting. Whoops. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. So is that a call against working on Saturday, or is it just like keep it holy? Like I can work if this is, the holiest thing I could do right now, because I mean, this probably isn't the holiest thing I could do right now. That's why I think a lot of people who, it becomes a stereotype and people start getting a bad rap, but it's very unfortunate because we all have so much to learn from each other's cultures, and that's interesting. Wow, that's very interesting. So the Hebrew Bible says, remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. And, I think that makes a lot of people successful, because and when people are struggling and working like 7 days a week and like being like, I gotta hustle, I gotta grind, even though it is good to hustle and grind, especially when we're, young, when we're like in our 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, like we're young. It's time to hustle. But taking one day a week off and being like, this day is holy, really makes you go back to work on Monday refreshed and really having more energy and knowing what you're doing, what you're working on, because you kept Saturday holy. And that can lead to many financial blessings. In fact, there are some people who are hardcore, like very hardcore into Judaism, and they will keep the Sabbath day holy, but not only that, they'll keep a Sabbath year. So just like for the 7 days of the week, there's one day that's holy. If you look at it as a 7-year period, they'll take one of those 7 years off. And then 14 years later, again, a whole year off. And 21 years later, again, a whole year off. So there's that idea of the Sabbath, which is a fascinating idea. And I do think taking that one day a week off, at the very least, leads to more productivity. It's interesting how a lot of these things that people thought about back in the day, people wrote down back in the day, seem to have so many benefits, like fasting. All of the Abrahamic religions are big on fasting. And now we have all this science. Oh, did you know that intermittent fasting can help you keep your blood pressure in check and keep your insulin levels where it's got to be, and give you a much lower chance of being diabetic when you're older? And so wait, fasting? Yeah, but you got to do the this specific window. You got to do the 18:6, or you got to do the 16:8, or but it's like, well, yeah, that might be a good guideline. But maybe we've known that, and maybe it's been lost, and maybe it's being rediscovered now. Maybe just like with the classical orders. Shoddy on the left, riding passenger, Battlestar Galactica, I got your back pain like sciatica. Blood diamond from Africa, how'd I take it there, McFly? The flux capacitor, gladiators fell in my path, dealt the blast when I pop melons get splashed, considered witchcraft from the spells that I cast. Welcome to hell, let me help with your bags. Here, something about this entry. It needs more ornament, but the whole thing needs more ornament. Is this where I start modeling the orders? Doric. Coffee, anyone? Leonardo. Doric. God glow when I draw, throw versions of crossbows into the cosmos. Leonardo. Pop won't marry my mom, so they call me bastardo. Yup. Leonardo. Illegitimate child, I know. They said I got no shot for getting ish in this life, but Leonardo won't won't be just prospering, I'm conquering the art scene with the armies that I'm conjuring. Leonardo from Vinci, brush simply, just lifts me publicly, sculpt briskly. You just whimsy, come diss me, Michelangelo. You're a phony at best. This whole thing in Florence you spent years on, holding the edge of a chisel looks forced. It's a mess. You should sketch at least a portion and then check the proportions again. It's bad. Your career comes slow to an end. What am I doing? I'm holding a pen. You know what the goat represents. Hence, you're so intense. Hold up again. I'm dropping your top when I spit off of the top, but not on the car. Mean your cap, cause it's no cap when I'm dropping this track. Michelangelo, you're not in this class. Cap, solid, yes. Oh, it's not gonna be solid because the back is open. Inches. Can I copy this? Oh, wow. Nice. Bop. That's not gonna work. Yeah, there's something interesting. This whole thing in Florence, Wait, you're a phony at best. This whole thing in Florence you sketched. It's a horrible mess. Check the proportions again. It's bad. Your career comes slow to an end. What am I doing? I'm holding a pen. You know what the goat represents. Hence, you're so intense. Hold up again. I'm dropping your top when I spit off of the top, but not on the car. I mean your cap, because there's no cap when I'm dropping this track. Michelangelo, you're not in this class. Leonardo. Michelangelo, you're not in this class. Your time's up. Michelangelo, you're not in this class. Leonardo. Now wind up watching me smash your drawings of trash, because you're not in this class, because you can't fuse the art with the math. I dip the brush and paint the ocean. Hear the water just splash. All you've done is pocket some cash. What about the wealth of the drawings and plans? You ought to surpass my last supper spot in advance for the shots that you cast. But Michelangelo's he can't wait to say, hey, your varnish is cracked, but he won't glance at or ask about my warships and cannons. My astronomical accuracy with models of planets, calling me bastard, caught a little half-wit. All of my fabrics get drawn at dawn with the drapery. Y'all are just madmen with ads to add up the papacy. I made papacy. Light. Shade. Take a knee. Cross. Bows. Pah. Y'all. Froze. It's Leonardo da Vinci. Did my followers miss me? To me, y'all are just children. Renaissance in the building. Yeah, the Wright brothers took flight with my book. But Michelangelo, you acted like I'm a crook. Michelangelo. You're just an empty vessel. Bumping envy. Ugly dressing. Over 2 decades younger than me, but you slouch like you're older. I stand like a soldier. These hands were to mold the map of a molar. Powerful, Owen, more accurate than the satellite would have been. Drawn in 1502 under candlelight. Look again. Oh, you got the Corinthian column? Corinthian. Mira, aquí está Corinthian column, amigo. I'm making custom Corinthian column. Shalom Chaverim, Shalom Chaverim, Shalom, Shalom, Lehitraot, Lehitraot, Shalom, Boom, 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 Shalom. Dum 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 dum. Da 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 da. You make rendering, make rendering. Bamboleo, bamboleya. Bamboleo, bamboleya. What about the plinth? Amigo? Hey, wait a minute there, amigo. What about the plinth? That's not just the capital. Okay? You don't just put a stick and slap a capital on it and call it a day. Okay? Now look here. I have a book. That lays out certain concepts that you can use tectonically. Now look here, youngster, you students, you youngin right there, listen up. Listen to what, okay? This book is better than you. Okay? Pipe down. Quiet down in class. Corinthian column. Corinthian column. On the top floor. Corinthian column. On the middle floor. Ionic column. On the first floor. Doric column. Corinthian column. Corinthian column. You know, I'm drawing this in 2D, but I have no idea how I'm going to 3D model this. It's going to be tough. Corinthian column. Let's see, how should this be? Just 2 inches over. Interesante. Boom, boom. Oh, looks kind of weird. Let's see how it looks. No, it shouldn't be that way. We should make this. Well, I use an offset here. Let's offset this 3 inches that way. 2 inches. Offset this 2 inches that way. Okay. Bring this like this. Yeah. Then maybe we bring it over. Some reference lines here. Then we bring this over this way. Two Kula Hula Hoop with Cuban chains. Who could change the frequency and move the game? Who maneuver through the pain? Who the truest to the name? You and you and you and you the same. Whatever, homie, do your thing. I ain't even got a stretch for this one. I'll be bumping Dipset, getting sets of dips in, flexing different. Make you have to cut a check to kick it. If you're the best, it's an easy one. I'm a rapper with the attitude. I'll Snoop, Cube, Dre, and Easy Son. Line them up like the Yeezys coming. Got them shook like Jesus coming. Screw piece, get a piece of something. Every day you smoke at least an onion. Get some vegan piece of mac and cheese or something. Can't believe that they imagined me with nothing. He just bucking, we was ducking. Reaper coming, repercussions. Take the kids and teach them something. They don't mess with me for nothing. We agreed on this, on me to teach them something. Keep it coming, keep it coming. Okay, now if this is up here, we have this column. You know, why don't we just take this module and model right on top of it? How do you do that? edges. Oh my God. Is it okay if it's made up of facets? Yeah, it might be better actually. I'll read it up online. Oh, maybe I need to put the circle in here. Oh. Sweet. No. Oh, that's the rail. That's the sweep shape. Oh, there we go. Did you doubt me? Now look here. When you make a building, you need to get a banana and slice it up into 8 pieces, and then you rotate each piece, and then the building looks like the slices of the banana. That's how we make architecture these days, buddy. I'm telling you, all those orders are bad. The whole classical thing is bad. You take a kiwi, you slice it up, but you don't get the slices all the way through. And then you start rotating what you sliced. And what the hell? That ends up being the building. That's how we make buildings these days, buddy, let me tell you. Let's get whiter. By maybe inches. You already got it. Okay, now. You know, we could go hardcore Corinthian and make this actually come down right back here. Get more ornamented. Yeah, this is going to be hard to fabricate, though. I mean, it is a fact. Modern architecture is easier to build than classical architecture, okay? I think it's a fact. But it's not about the ease. It's about the end user. Okay, this one goes up here. Maybe up here it goes. Okay, how does this look? Oh, nice. Looks pretty good. Sweep. Chain edges. The chain is this one. Oh, no. No, the rail first. That's a rail, and this is the sweep shape. Wow. Can you cap it? Oh, we can cap it. Oh my goodness. I have made fire. I have made fire. Has anyone seen that movie? What's that movie called? Tom Hanks, where he gets stranded on a deserted island. Yeah, it's pretty good. Okay, how are we gonna get this in the right place? Maybe, hopefully with the midpoint. Okay, what's an easy reference point that I can pick up? Why is this column selected? What's going on here? Oh, there we go. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's, wait, a 1? What is going on here? There. Okay, now what's an easy reference point for me to pick up? Let's pick up. Okay, the middle of the windowsill. Okay, snap. Yes. Nice. And this one's gonna be double. I'll just delete that one. Oh, it's too high. It's too high. Wait, did that? Oh yeah, there we go. Deleted. Duplicate. Partigiano, oh, bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, 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 pa 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 pa. Yeah, it needs to be expressed up here. Somehow. You know, it kind of looks wrong. Yeah, because it shouldn't be a clean sweep. It's more complex than that. Yeah, the Corinthian column is more complex. That's more Doric. Oh my god, yeah, the geometry is actually complex. You can't just sweep it around the column. Anyways, we can make this a Doric columns. They'll just be a little more ornamented than your typical Doric columns. See my agenda like Enter the Ninja and the Pretender. Hit you with the 31st by the end of December. The coldest winter. My sister's soldiers don't go against us. Trust any member with snap-on rappers that don't avenge us. I burn contenders, they garbage, baby. You heard of Brenda? My note to self is return to sender. If words offend ya, I'm guessing you tender. Y'all just guessing on Tinder. One swipe left and dismembered. They ain't effing remember. F them, they dinner. This here is food for your thought. If this a food court, some of y'all eating soup with a fork. See, married to money, but y'all married to money, but going through a divorce. The base looks weird. It's Wu and RJ Payne. These bars are tame. I suit up the 6-shooter. LeBron got game. Who us? The next who up. We all spit flame with the cannon. You think that well, and that's my new nickname. I'll bring the pain. I definitely do. Messing with me who? I refurbished the old shotty. Now it's technically new. Effing with me who? Methods with me too. I got a fully loaded deck with 52. I recollect the days when protect your neck would get me through. Well, yeah, there might be something to this. Now I gotta go back to this reference. Well, I should rotate this one. Wait. What's going on? What's that line? What? No, don't. I'm trying to pick this up. Okay, let's get another reference module here. Yeah. But this time, let's rotate this reference module. Can you guess how much we're going to rotate it? Yeah, that's right. 90 degrees. Wow, you made a complete 90-degree turn from where you started. I think you mean you made a 180. No. I started here. Now I'm here. Pick up the column. Yeah. Okay. Midpoint. At the bottom. I want to show bottom of the movie. Bop. 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 It looks off. Oh, something's wrong. What's going on? Jai Shri Shama. Anyway, 你好吗？我很好，谢谢。Leonardo da Vinci just dissed you. Michelangelo, do you have anything to say about that? Yeah. The promises of this world are vain, so I confide in myself. I'm a worthy great. Il divino. Oh, they call you bastardo. That's hard, bro. See, they call me Michelangelo, il divino. They were all calling me the divine, even my rival artists who sparred with me in my prime. Thank you to Anabolic Beats. You brought me back to life with my appetite to create, so I guess I'll rap tonight. Il divino, il principio, there seems to be no equal to me, so release your ego, Leonardo. What you want to compete with me for? You were so peaceful. Now I'ma serve you like a bistro. Observe the mighty Cristo. Yours is not the keystone. Demons get cast to the sea. Repent for challenging me. The actual master of anatomy who dissected casualties as a teen. Not a single one of your travesties is ever surpassing the esteem Sistine Chapel ceiling. If you were on my team, you do the plaster mixing. Only godly hands paint here. It's a Vatican thing. Take it up with them. Yeah, you're older, but you're a tadpole to me. As you have seen, they leave the important task to the king. Just who my current target happened to be. Leo just thinks he's special because they passed him to me. Man, what'd you think would happen battling me, huh? I'm why you're a capital L in your family tree, Leonardo. I've made in a day what you get annually, Lee. You might need to get those inventions to land you a fee. Oh, these ones are off too. Wow, these ones are off too. Are the bases off? Are the capitals not aligned with the bases? Maybe these two shouldn't get the base. But this column should go down further. Now, you students with all your modern things, you think you're so great. But let me tell you, we got the Tuscan, the Doric, the Ionic, the Corinthian, and the Composite, and those are your orders. And let me tell you, you modernist students, the classical orders are better than you. Freaking tried to make a Corinthian column. I ended up making a Doric column. You know, I'm thinking the front elevation maybe should be placed more in, so I could have room to play with it. It could actually be like a full-on classical building with the columns lifted off of the front elevation. I mean, lifted off of the front facade. Or landscaping. All right, let's get these capitals here. I got the column. On top, I put a capital. I got the rifle. Bring the opposition. I'ma cap it all. Ah. I know these capitals. Oh, I should get the bases too. You got the columns, but you didn't get the bases because you don't even know what the base is for the classical. I clap at your clavicle. I bruise and batter you. Is that factual? Yeah, that's actual. The gap attacking you. Clap at you. Bursting your clavicle. The get is the clavicle. And now these elements get mirrored to the other elevation. Oh, it did. Wow. Well, on this side, we can get the plinth on this corner column. You see, this design strategy makes it more efficient for the structural engineering also. Because the column is being continuous from the bottom of the first floor to the top of the highest floor. Makes it way more efficient than that modernist move where you start staggering the floor plates and shifting everything. I always thought it was weird how in classical architecture, the top of the capitals stick out past the entablature. But now that I'm designing it, I see that it makes sense. It's like formally, visually, it looks like it provides stability because the beam is like fully encapsulated. It's like fully covered. Instead of things cantilevering outward, you have this top embellishment over your capital that sticks up. It's interesting. It's just not what we're used to seeing. One, two, three, four. later. This window. Zoom selected. Oh, that's pretty good. And the column and the plinth get placed to the next layover perpendicularly. Now, should this doorway be recessed? Like the main entry? You know, I do think it should. The floor plans will get fleshed out later. And your floor plan, not only your floor plan, okay? We want the reflected ceiling plan, and then we need the floor framing, the roof framing, the floor ramp, the finished floor. I need a midpoint here. Snap it. Oh, we need a midpoint there too. It's not bad. And the interior is gonna be nice too. Some people say a man is made out of mud. A poor man's made out of muscle and blood. Muscle and blood and skin and bone. A mind that's weak and a back that's strong. You load up 16 tons, and what do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. How are we going to make the actual Corinthian columns? How are we going to make these Corinthian? Well, let's do the Doric first. Doric's going to be a little bit easier. Doric columns. Now listen up, class. I'm giving you information. Doric columns are better than you students. Understood? No, we need the circles first. Proportion looks off. Frustrating. What do the plinths look like on the Doric columns? Oh, I mean Ionic. I'm doing Ionic now. Ionic columns. Well, actually, the plinths I have are more Corinthian plinths. But I do think the ground floor should have an ornamented plinths instead of just the square, extruded square on the bottoms. Because this is the floor that the human's going to really interact with most. You know, you have a little 2-year-old, they're going through the terrible twos where they want to break everything, eat everything, destroy everything, throw everything, put everything in their mouths. And, you know, so those 2-year-olds, you get them just obsessed with looking at the bases of the columns. Because, you know, if they're fascinated by this, they're not going to be up to all that trouble. How are we going to make these Ionic columns? You know what? There is a reason precedent studies are so important. I gotta use the restroom. I'll be back. Let's dwell on this for a sec. Now listen up. Class is in session. This cafe is better than you. And we're back. How come nobody knows who Crooked I is when he's like one of the best rappers alive? Well, he goes by King Cricket now. I don't know if changing his name worked against him or for him. Because now I think they're on streaming platforms. You gotta look up like half of his songs are under one alias and the other half from the other. Oh, I was gonna find here, Ionic order. Ionic. Oh, you are going to make your columns ionic? Damn, you must be as strong as the Bionic Man. Oh, let's see. Oh, the JPEG, perfect. Well, let's get that in now, maybe. Out on the streets, I put my life on the line between these sheets. Oh, you didn't see it. Wait, what? Oh, yeah, Castaway. Yeah, that was a movie. Yeah, that was the name of the movie, the Tom Hanks movie. I have made fire. But you know when you call it a project that's really dope fire? I gotta make a meme and put in that the Tom Hanks character saying that, and then put some like architecture behind it. Here. Yatu Sapiens. Thank you so much. You have some more coffee? Coffee. Oh, I just got my coffee. What are you, from California? It's called a coffee. Go back to California, California boy. What do you call the H2O? What do you call that? Water? These boys, look at how you pronounce this water. Go back to California where you guys don't even have sidewalks. Well, which borough are you in now? Manhattan? This California boy pronouncing his T's. It's Manhattan. All right, so should we scale this first before? Yeah, we should scale this properly first. Now move that over this one. Here, scale. Ding, 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 ding. Let's get this reference scaled properly. Out on the streets, I put my life on the line. Between these sheets, I put my life in these lines. I'll be reciting the rhymes, giving sight to the blind. In the dark, my recital will shine, light in your mind, like God's cipher divine. I'ma fight for my kind. I'll be surviving the grind with a sniper designed, rifle aligned, right for your mind. I target a man. I was thugging before it became a marketing plan. Cover my heart with my hand and vow to keep it real, king parts of Japan. Target the hearts of the fans like an archer is part of the plan. Man, my loved ones resting in peace. Couldn't peak at the peak I was destined to reach. Through expression and speech, I'm the essence of each. OG before me, they gave me lessons to teach. I'm Pablo. Oh, grid snap was on. Is that why it's snapping? Weird. Save. Control S. Always make it a habit. Control S while you're working. Now I should scale in between. No, it's still snapping. You know what? We're going to trace it and then we're going to scale our lines. tiny. Do I have to scale this up? And then once I have my line, scale it down. Yeah. Out on the streets, I put my life on the line. Between these sheets, I put my life in them lines. I'll be reciting these rhymes, giving sight to the blind. In the dark, my recital will shine, light in your mind, like God's cipher divine. I'ma fight for my kind. I'll be surviving the grind with a sniper design, rifle aligned, right for your mind. I target a man. I was thugging before it became a marketing plan. Cover my heart with my hand and vow to keep it real. King parts of Japan. Target the hearts of the fans like an archer. That's part of the plan. Man, my loved ones resting in peace. Couldn't peak at the peak I was destined to reach. Through expression of speech, I'm the essence of each. OG before me, they gave me lessons to teach. I'm Pablo. You can't measure the reach of Capo. Gestapo, arrest the police. Death to the beast, to renegade minutes. Homie, witness the birth. Every listener's a prisoner till I finish the verse. Every minute I'm spitting, you sitting in a minister's church. Every listener's a prisoner till I finish a verse. Society's prejudice, fuck it. All hope is lost. To piss them off, I do what you call overfloss. That's the reason the band's got all chrome exhaust. They hate a ghetto dude, a cigar smoking boss, I'm crazy. Put me on a therapist's couch. I've seen stomach shots leave a dude wearing a pouch. Seen people's parents perish for careless amounts. So what's the staring and the swearing about? This unfair characteristic is daring. You're swearing your arrogant mouth. I'm daring you because you apparently doubt that I will merrily bury you without caring if sheriffs are out and go that devout terrorist route. You box, I shoot Glocks. We just don't compare in about. A shot caller, I'm airing you out. A boss baller, crooked eye. You know I'm wearing Cartier in the drought. We're live from Ghetto America's house. We're live from Ghetto America's house where the police get a paid vacation to beat your fucking ass. So third strike, I see him and let it buck and blast. So much pain in my fucking past. We finna eat till we're sick of cash. Me and my killers finna mash. For real, till we open them doors. This young boss, sincerely yours. P.S. Real dudes know they gotta grind. B.S. Bullshit'll get you left behind. E.S. East side ride every time. P.S. Your real homies know they gotta grind. It's Crooked Eye. Those are his verse. Well, that's his. It's a one really long verse. It's from his song called "The Kite." Very old song. No, even a lot of hardcore hip hop heads aren't familiar with Crook. Well, actually, no. I would say like the most hardcore are familiar, but you know, I have some rap fans who, you know, they're more informed than your casual rap fan who I ended up introducing to Crooked Eye, or King Crooked, as he now goes by. ortho back on. Oh, with this first issue scale. Wait, what? I don't know, move. Imagine that was the capital in this column. Hey, it's about the fractals, isn't it? Now the large scale represents the small scale, and that's how we establish the desired effect. We're making architecture, right? Because there might be a flood coming, not a physical flood, but in some sense, a type of flood. And we got to keep our heads above water. So we build the ark. So then when the flood comes, we have the ark and we hop on the ark. So that's what we're doing right now. That's how we're keeping this Sabbath day holy, because we're preparing for the flood. And we could warn people, but they might not listen. Okay. See, what do ionic columns? You always see them here. Yeah, it's really tough to 3D model because you need to express these. Because when you extrude it, here, look, watch. Maybe we could extrude it. 8 inches. No, it's not. 12 inches. Inches. Yeah, why not? Well, we could just pipe this edge because it's going to be hard to read what's going on. 1/4 of an inch pipe. But if we do this, it will be more legible. Wow, this file doesn't end up being so heavy. Probably is going to be a heavy file. I wanted to 3D model the context and everything too. What do the ionic plinths look like? Interesting. See, this is the edge of the column. Got it doing. Oh, we need to start with the ortho back off to one of these. This is the type of stuff that you really cannot do in Revit. I mean, technically you can, but it's going to be a pain. Here. Oh, and then this might really add something to that. This geometry is going to file. I hope it doesn't get too heavy. About 6 feet up. everything that's inside. And let's give this a surface. Yeah, this is how we're going to make the column capital legible. Okay, so the Ionic was pretty straightforward, actually. I still don't know how we're going to model the Corinthian column. Oh, actually, it's going to be fine. The whole thing can move forward. Yeah, classical ain't easy. You gotta go classical because it looks dope when it's classic. Cool. Gotta go classic. Cool. No, we need one that's the side elevation. Okay, now move this over. Now, why can't I just pipe it in one overall motion? Pipe it all together. I can't get it all together. Oh, you can. Nice. Some people say a man is made out of mud. A poor man's made out of muscle and blood. Muscle and blood and skin and bone. A mind that's weak and a back that's strong. You load 16 tons. And what do you get? Another day older, deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. Bong, bong, ding, bong, bong, a bong, bong. Oh, wait, there's the snap here. Scale this guy. Scale. Oh, that's so fail. Oh yeah, that's nice. Some people say a man is made out of mud. A poor man's made out of muscle and blood. Muscle and blood and skin and bone. A mind that's weak and the back that's strong. You load up 16 tons. And what do you get? Another day older, deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. Bing dong, bing bong, 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 bong. I was born one morning when the sun didn't shine. I picked up my shovel and walked to the mine. Loaded 16 tons of number 9 coal, and the store boss said, well, bless my soul, you load up 16 tons, and what do you get? Another day older, deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. Ding bong, ding ding, dong dong dong. I was born one morning, it was drizzling rain. Fighting any trouble, my middle name. I was raised in a cage by an old mama lion. Can't no high strong woman make me walk the line. You load 16 tons, and what do you get? Another day older, deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. Bang, ding, bing, bang, 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 bang. If you see me coming better, step aside. A lot of men did it, a lot of them died. Got one fist of iron, the other is steel. If the left one don't get you, then the right one will. You load 16 tons, and what do you get? Another day older, deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. Ding dong, ding dong, dong dong dong. Man, such a catchy song. Very and it's got like a very calm manner to the lyrics, but there's a lot of shock value to what he's saying. These lines are a bit much. What's that? What the heck? Oh, I saw all my nieces, all three of them yesterday. The middle one, I only heard her say "what the heck" one time. It was so funny. What the heck? Okay, now it needs to be grouped back together. This is very labor intensive. So Cain killed Abel, eh? Well, however, Cain's line ended up being exterminated during the flood, Noah time, and Abel has a bunch of spiritual children now. So who really is the one that died? Huh? Was it Abel or was it Cain? L'chaim, Michael. Group. Yeah, that's right. ¿Qué pasó?
Hey,
¿Cómo estás?
good, how are you?
Muy bien, muy bien.
What are you
¿Qué?
up to?
Trabajo, mucho trabajo. Estoy trabajando.
You're working?
Sí.
I thought Saturday was your day of rest.
Sabbath day. Well, the good news is that I ascribe also not only to the Old Testament but also to the New Testament, And there's a verse in the New Testament. You know when so one of the things that Jesus was being accused of was working on the Sabbath day, and then he came out and said, "Well, Sabbath was made for man. Man was not made for Sabbath." So that showed us that if we had to work on Saturday, you know, we're free to. It's our choice, because like man wasn't made to obey the Sabbath. The Sabbath was made to be of service to man.
Okay, so that gives you an excuse to work today?
I think so.
Okay, well, are you ready for coffee?
Coffee. Not yet. Not yet. I think another hour.
Hour?
Yeah,
Okay,
I think so.
I have to drop something off at the cleaners around there somewhere. Well, actually up the street from there, like towards Orlando. But I guess I'll see you after that.
Sure, yeah, call me again.
In an hour.
Okay, muy bien, muy bien, muy bien.
Okay, bye.
Right. Some people say a man is made out of mud. A poor man's made out of muscle and blood. Muscle and blood ain't skin and bone. A mind that's weak, back that's strong. Wow, you see the ones with the capitals versus the ones that don't have it. It makes such a big difference. And this is why the classical method might be superior. The classical form language might be superior to what we've seen by very celebrated architects like Alvar Aalto, who have that rhythm and have everything, but they don't have the orders, and it's just everything is rectangular, extruded, and it's the orders add so much richness. Minor, little, minute, minuscule in scale detail makes the world of difference. It makes the whole entire elevation read differently. It makes the whole building read differently. You know, it's a detail that could fit between both of your hands. You could hold it together, and this whole elevation that spans over 100 feet, it reads so differently because of that minor detail. Shoddy on my lap, riding passenger. Battlestar Galactica, I got your back pain like sciatica. You know, I wonder if I could just get the midpoint here and it'll put it in the right place. If I mirror it from... Oh, this is going to be a tough one. Here to here. Let's see. Is it right? Oh, no, it's off. Well, it's not too off. Yeah. Out on the streets, I put my life on the line. Between these sheets, I put my life in these lines. I'll be reciting these lines, giving sight to the blind. In the dark, my recital will shine light in your mind, like God's cipher divine. I'ma fight for my kind. I'll be surviving the grind with the sniper design, rifle aligned, right for your mind. I target a man. I was thugging before it became a marketing plan. Cover my heart with my hand and vow to keep it real, king parts of Japan. Target the hearts of the fans like an archer. It's part of the plan. Man, My loved ones resting in peace. Couldn't peek at the peak I was destined to reach. Through expression and speech, I'm the essence of each. OG before me, they gave me lessons to teach. I'm Pablo, you can't measure the reach. A capo, screw Gestapo. F the police, death to the beast. To renegade minutes, homie, witness the birth. Every listener's a prisoner till I finish the verse. Every minute I'm spitting, you sitting in a minister's church. These rappers are bitches. I'm militant. I'm lifting your skirts. Society's prejudice. Fuck it. All hope is lost. To piss them off, I do what you call overfloss. That's the reason the band's got the all chrome exhaust. They hate a ghetto rapper, a cigar smoking boss. I'm crazy. Put me on the therapist's couch. I seen stomach shots leave a dude wearing a pouch. Seeing people's parents perish for careless amounts. What's the staring and the swearing about? This unfair character sticks his derringer, squaring your arrogant mouth. I'm daring you, cause you apparently doubt that I will merrily bury you without caring if sheriffs is around and go that devout terrorist route. You box, I shoot Glocks. We just don't compare in about. A boss baller, I'm airing you out. A shot caller, crooked eye. You know I'm wearing Cartier in the drought. I'm live from ghetto America's house, where the police get a paid vacation to kick your fucking ass. So third strike, I see the cop and let the trigger blast. So much pain in the freaking past. We finna eat till we sick of cash. Me and my killers finna mash. For real, till we open them doors. This young boss, sincerely yours. Este no está correcto. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, man. What is it? Oh no, the rhythm is different on the side elevations from the front elevation. Okay, so just get one. Rotate 90 degrees. Wow, that's a real 180 from where we started. Oh, that's actually a real 90. Is that true? Now, you kids with your Pokemon and your modernist stuff. I don't even know the difference between Palladio and Borromini. I don't even know the difference between Bernini and Borromini. I don't know the difference between a parapet and a pediment. Yeah, sometimes the pediment is a parapet, but very often a parapet is not a pediment these days. You modernists, you forgot your cornices. That's why we have more problems we have today. Politically and ecologically. Because you forgot your punctuation. You forgot your ABCs. Don't know your left from your right. And that's why I said it and I'll say it again. I have the Baroque language here. Well, you think it's too extravagant, but let me tell you something, buddy. This book is better than you. Anyone who disagrees is flunking out of the class right now. I'll tell you what. This element is... Oh, that's what's throwing it off. The edge of this. Let's go to wireframe mode. There, this one, this line. Yes, this one. This. That's what's throwing it off. Now I can get it aligned. What is going on here? Okay, what's this one? Are these off? And that's why we don't try to design a building in a freaking hour. exhausted, trying to flush out those elevations. Have fun, do something on the corners. Can this join? Oh, we made a match, yes. And shocking news today, China has reported no new cases. China has reported no new cases. Sir, how do you think how you handled the coronavirus during your first term, and what are you doing differently this time around? I think that's a question that you should ask. China has reported none cases and shocking news. China. Bernie, what do you think about what the current president has to say? Well, he's delusional. He's a liar. And those are his qualities. Now I would like to suggest I wear glasses for all the elderly and free healthcare for everybody above 67 years old. Bernie, do you think that's a good long-term solution to the issues we're facing in our country? Well, heck of a lot better than what we have. Delusional. Okay, let me tell you. Crazy Bernie Sanders. He doesn't even have the best words. I have the best words. Much better. See, more ornamented. What's with that cap? Oh, they all have it. How did that happen? Points on I was still going to be able to join into a mesh. Join. Yeah. Okay, let's make sure this one is right before copying it everywhere. thinking of so much I want to do, and I know it's not going to be possible to get to it in a day. But see, the problem with that, the problem a lot of people have is they underestimate what they could do in a lifetime, but they overestimate what they could do in a day. And it's like we got to train ourselves to estimate our time frames a little bit more accurately, and not underestimate what we could do in our lifetimes, because we could do a lot. And doing like a billion things in one day is not the point. It's about what we do in a lifetime. You know, the net positive. But you know, at the end of the day, it might be a yin yang symbol. There's the positive swirl and the negative swirl, and there's a negative dot and the positive, and the positive dot and the negative, and things just always end up balancing out. So the point is to enjoy the ride, probably. These lines here are very distracting. Great. That's a little bit better. You know what? I'm gonna. July 13th. Next month. Nice. Looking forward to many things. Okay. How'd you go about 3 more lines? Did my mouse give out? Oh no, still with me. Complexity and contradiction. Mira, mira, mira aquí, amigo. Mira aquí. The capitals are complex in the Corinthian order. Capitals are very complex, my friend. Copy the color code. No. Inshallah, this will be ready soon. And astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah. Shalom, Chaverim. Shalom, shalom. Thank you very much, Hashem. Muchas gracias, Hashem. Corinthian order is tough. Oh, this is going to help with the directionality. Let's take it out. 8 inches. It's freaking crazy. Dang, 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 dang. Mucho trabajo, amigo. Extrude that curve. Este es mucho trabajo. Mucho. Okay, now we can get this embellishment and do that. Makes the column read as Corinthian. Some more three-dimensionality. It's too flat. Ay, 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 ay. Well, no, I should go up and catch the geometry above it. So it's true. It's a modern Corinthian, okay? It's a play on the Corinthian order. Hey, this column came from Corinth, okay? You shouldn't do your own version of it. You pay homage to Corinth. How dare you triangulate a classical order? Sir, I am paying homage with the utmost respect. You dare do an unwarranted contemporary iteration of Corinthian order? How dare you make an unwarranted contemporary iteration of the Corinthian order? Are you not entertained? The 3D model of classical building? Huh. Not even a little difference between preservation that's historic and restoration that's historic, and the difference between the flashing detail and the weak screen. You don't even know the difference between the Baroque and the Renaissance. Next time one of you disrespects one of the classical orders, I'm gonna bring a flamethrower to this place. Because you may not be aware, but we're living in a society real reason that we have to make these columns with the ornament as capitals is people don't care about society anymore. Okay? So you get that straight. These capitals need to be much simpler. You know, so it's really, really Doric. It's hard. But this needs to be differentiated. I pickled my own ginger. Slice it up then with a knife and put it in the rice vinegar. Let's see how it came out. Salud! Ooh, that's spicy. That's spicy. Double agent came from overseas, and I saw what the spy see. What is the Corinthian point? Oh, it's more extravagant. The pedestal. Oh, I could stick this underneath. Stick that in your pipe and smoke it. Let's group this together. Well, if you don't got nothing nice to say, then you better get. You better get. I better get what? I'll just sit there and play them with me, boy. You better get. No, I don't think that's a complete sentence. I really don't know what you mean. They're playing games with my boy. You better get. Get what? Boy, if you don't get, I'm going to tell you one more time, you better get. Boy. That's why the aliens ain't coming down. Y'all play too much. You guys got rid of the classical orders, and that's why the aliens ain't coming down. They don't want to play with y'all. No, you got it all wrong. Classical ordination is bad. It's bad. He's doing these sorts of things. It's bad. Bad because he's doing these sorts of things. You don't even know which part of the Title 24 California book the energy part is in. The building code. You don't even know which part of the building code is the energy portion. Environment energy efficiency. I don't even know which chapter of the International Building Code gives egress requirements. What chapter of the California Building Code gives the definitions of the occupancy classification for the uses of the building. That's really back to the zoning ordinance. Go back to your local jurisdiction to tell you what kind of occupancy you can use in which zones. Because certain jurisdictions use the R1, R2, R3 classifications and C for commercial, but that's the occupancy. You don't even know the difference between the zoning ordinances and the building code ordinances. That's why society has lost these days. No, I want it all wrong. Give me the pointy box. Glass, ribbon windows, I'm telling you. It was all laid out. 1900s. A bunch of architects were doing it in white boxes with ribbon windows on columns and a green roof. You gotta do a green roof. You're doing it all wrong. Okay, I think the building is 105 feet wide. Let's push this back 105 feet. This was the right place. Almost. Oh, maybe it is right. It just needs to be mirrored. I write with confidence. Write like a columnist slash novelist. I got the slaughterish documentation of lyrics. I write with confidence. I write like a novelist slash columnist. When I'm atomic bombing the populace. Oh, are the edge columns sticking out past the central? Oh, that's where the mirror is. Those columns need to go back. This one too? Yeah, this one too. That's why these were off. Off kilter. Buen provecho. Good advantage front. Gracias, amigo. Shift it in forward, shift it in reverse. Certainly. Sir, we haven't experimented with modeling the classical orders in the software before. We've only done contemporary design work. Do you think it's going to work? Certainly. I can give that a guarantee. Damn near. I can almost give that a guarantee. Oh, that's not bad, but we were gonna go for something a little bit more modernist. If you can crank out a version like that, because it's nice. It's very it's cute. It's cute, but we want to go more modernist. If you crank out a version like that, we're just gonna go with that one. No, we're living in a society. We are living in a society. In case you weren't aware. Now, what you need here is a roof. Okay? It's a nice design. All I'm saying is that it needs something, and when you look at it from any of the views, you really see that what you need here is a roof. Okay? Just make sure your building has a roof. If you make your building without a roof, you're gonna get rainwater inside the building. Okay? What you really need here is a roof. Oh, also you're gonna need some walls. Don't forget to roughen the walls. Now these don't have the Ionic or the Corinthian on the side ones. What kind of ornament is going to go here? Let's see. Now, since the Corinthian column has extra ornamentation, rotate it this way to get on that side. Elevación. Hola, señora. Hey. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Yeah, come by. I need a break. I need to get away from this.
Okay. You want to come down and us go somewhere, or you want to just drink coffee there?
I don't know. Are you here?
Up the street on Alameda.
Alameda. I don't know. I'll decide by the time you get here.
Okay, I'll call you.
Right, bye.
Okay, bye.
Whoa, is this a building with a hole in it? Or of course it is. No, I'm not forcing it. Look, I learned from Morphosis, go be explorative, borderless studio cultures, and ultimate goal in this cultures and probiotics cut in form like this. So assist, homies a formalist, form a fist. Whether it's public or office, building whoever owner is, process the oh, well, we're more than this. Harmonious means of proportion, and objects have origins. I've seen the head more of the building's historical. Objects have origins, but I see a head through the eyes of the oracle. Find it deplorable. It should be. It should be right. It should. It really should. Sure. Sure, we can do that. Sure. Sure, we can do that. You can make all the... Okay, that's cool. Just can make all the ornament you want. You want classical with capital, with pediment, with tablature, with cornices, with plinth and everything, you know, the whole, the everything. Sure, we can do that. Yeah, I can give you the columns, and I can also write you the article like a columnist, and then I can show you where the column is, and you know, everything you wanted. We can do that, yeah. Sure, I'll show you what the Doric and the Ionic and the Corinthian column is, and then write you all the articles like a columnist, and then everything you wanted. We can do it right that way, you know. It's no problem. It's no problem. It's very easy. It's no problem. It's in the wrong place. There's no problem. It's very easy to fix it. You just go like this and get this one here. What kind of accent is that? It's not an accent. There's that M&M line. How is it? I'm going to send the axe flying if you insist on an axe scent. Hura nuda buda dura me what it's done. Such cynicism. Yo. Holy shit.
I'm downstairs.
I've been live for 3 hours and 40 minutes. Oh my god, I really have to wrap this up. But I made so much progress. Oh my god. Let me just mirror these column capitals, impediments. Column capitals and bases or points. Oh my goodness, I need to get up in a bit. Oh my gatos! Where did my pet cats go? Oh my gatos. Gato. Muchos gatos. Look, I gotta point out where the column is, and then I have to write an article like a columnist, and then start atomic bombing the populace, and then go see my friend Dominic, and then you know all that stuff.
Okay.
And then write lyrics with confidence, and then
Okay.
and then spit rhymes out of my esophagus, and then put my Glock in this. Oh, I just deselected everything. Jesus Christ. Oh man, it's so close. So close.
So close to what? Being done?
It's actually not. Let's try a wider angle. Let's go to a. Some people say a man is made out of mud. A poor man's made out of muscle and blood. Muscle and blood and skin and bone. Mind that's weak and the back that's strong. Oh, this is interesting. You see one side that has the orders and one side that doesn't. This side doesn't have the orders. It looks much more bland, and this side that has the 3 orders stack looks much more elegant.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
It's but it's not excessive. There's something magical to this. Arquitectura. Estera. Arquitectura. Bernie. Inch Burnham. Sanders. Inch? Sanders Burnham. Bernie Sanders. He does it, Bernie Sanders. Between Sanders Bernie, what Mazara does he? So in case anyone doesn't know.
What are you talking about?
In Armenian, Bernie Sanders means hold my comb.
Okay, yeah, and
Bernie Sanders. Okay, I'll hold your comb. So Bernie Sanders. In Armenian, that means hold my comb.
You're so loony.
And he has interesting hair, so maybe we gotta hold his comb. Looney Tunes.
His hair isn't that interesting.
Maybe not. Maybe it is. Wow, this is fascinating.
You want me to just come up so you can finish your work?
Yeah. Come up. Yeah, find parking cone.
Okay, I'm at the door. I found the spot right in the front.
Okay.
Okay, I'll see you.
All right. If anyone comes up with ideas of what kind of ornament we're putting in here, get at me. What kind of ornament we're putting on this surface here, and these surfaces here, and this is going to become a pediment. Oh, that's nice. Maybe a niche. Oh, yeah. That's a good idea. Bop, bop. Pop one of those in there. Or some inlaid rectangles. I like this view. I'm going to see this view. Maybe save. It's ray tracing, so I gotta go easy on it. This side doesn't have all the orders placed in it. Wow, it makes such a big difference. Oh, it's not a small thing. It's really not a small thing. It makes a big difference. All right, anyway, take care, peace, love, positivity. I'll catch y'all next time. Oh, let's end this on the retraced. Dun, dun, dun. Yes. Oh no, not this view. What am I doing? There we go. thumbnail. So compare this to the thumbnail. It's come a long way. Thank you, my friend. I plan to. Wow, almost 4 hours. Peace, love, positivity. Check out the podcast on YouTube. It's called Architecture, KUITCHSURE. And then I just added 4 new projects to my website. This is one of them that's going to be updated very soon. It's very rough on the website right now. I added 4 projects there. Get at me on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, Behance, Flickr, X, formerly, what was that called? Twitter. Yeah, pretty much every platform. Like 2 Facebook accounts and 2 LinkedIn accounts also, by the way. Anyway, peace, love, positivity. Catch you all next time.